Hi guys, welcome to Life is Chill, and I am Tiffany.
Five, four, three, two, one. Welcome to what? Welcome to
Hello, welcome back.
I am Tiffany. Thank you so much for all my loyal subscribers that have been following, liking, sharing, commenting. I appreciate you guys so much. So listen, before I go anywhere, if you have not pressed the subscribe button, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Like, I don't know. Like, what are you doing with your life? And if you are not part of my notification gang, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, please make sure you press the notification button. Make sure you press the subscription button, and yeah, be a part of Laptop's Chill family. Because this is where it's at. Okay, so I'm gonna have like a fun video today. Well, not fun, but like I'm not like, there's no deep depth word and like preach a message. Nah. I'm just I'm gonna be sharing something like story time kind of vibes. Story time. So, let's see where we're gonna start. Right. So, Saturday, your girl is living her best life. Sunday, your girl is living her best life. She's going to church, she's living her whole best life. Shafiri. And actually, on that Sunday, Miguel decides to go free falling, and it's like, no, let's do this life thing, and let's do this life thing at its best. Like, let's life. Sharp fairy, she does the life thing, and yeah, jiggy. But so what happens is, like, I'm having, my nose is running, right? Like Saturday, Sunday, but I'm like, dude, like sinuses, this is what happens. Like, this is my life, basically. When it's cold, this is basically what happens. Like, it's life, Sharp fairy. No man, Sunday night I'm just like, girl, this is a bit much. But also I'm thinking, girl, I've not been dressed like warm enough. Like, I've just not been dressed warm enough this weekend. So like, what's popping? Sharp. Sunday night I'm like, girl, something's wrong here. 1+1 is not 2. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not 2 here. So we're like, okay, but let's give this thing a try. Let's see what's going on here. Until like, sharp very. So Miguel prepares for the next day, goes to work and whatnot, and but I'm waking up and I'm also just feeling all kinds of like fatigue, and I'm like, yeah, there's just, my body's just not having it. But I'm like, let me just go to work and see how it goes. Like, but I'm gonna have to go for a test. Miguel goes to work. Halfway through the day, I'm like, can't do this. Can't. This is a bit much for me. Like, this is a lot. Like, I'm not doing this thing. Sharp. Halfway through the day, I'm like, I'm out. So I leave. I had to go and see if I could get tested, and I couldn't get tested that day because of circumstances and whatever. So I couldn't get tested that day. I get home, like, I'm sleeping, guys. I don't think I've slept as much as I slept that week. Like, I'm sleeping. Eventually I go and test for COVID on the Wednesday, but that week, so this is where like the story gets, that week was a lot. So obviously, like the year has been it has been good, but it's also been extremely tough. Like it's been a lot, especially the first few months of the year. It was a lot emotionally. It was a lot, sharp fairy. So yeah, so now I'm forced to drop everything, literally drop everything, work, everything that requires me, requires Tiffany's like, I'm out. So I'm out. I'm resting that week because all I wanted, like, I am fatigued, guys. Like, I am out of it. I am like, I'm done. Like, all I just want to do is sleep, guys. I wake up, eventually get enough to. So, more or less every day from that Monday, I'd wake up. So basically every day from that Monday, all I would do is wake up, have some quiet time, and then I'm just on my bed watching TV. And the funniest thing, there's nothing to watch. I've caught up on everything I want to catch up on. There's nothing. So I'm just there. Have some time for prayer eventually midday, then on the bed just watching TV again, because I did not want to put myself or delay the process of healing by doing any form of work, whether it was like any kind of work. I did not want to do that, whether it was planning, like nothing. I was like, I am resting. Work and everything that requires me to think is gonna catch me on the flip side. But for this week, I'm out. So I was like, you know what, I'm not touching any book and whatnot. But actually, I think the Thursday, and no, I needed to hand in something and it required me to work. So I was actually working, I think, until the Thursday. So I was doing bits of work, but I think the Monday I was out. Monday I was out. Monday I was finished. I don't know where everything, like, but Monday it was like done. Like I could not do anything. I was just sleeping, resting in bed, nothing else. I think the Tuesday, I tried working. Wednesday tried working a bit, and then Thursday I finished what I needed to finish and just thingied. Yeah, that was about it. Oh, then Miguel wakes up Friday morning. I think it's Friday or Thursday morning. Wakes up. Guess what? I can't taste my breakfast. I call my sister and I'm like, dude, I can't taste. Like my mother and my sister was, but I'll get into that, but they were very present throughout. Anyway, so I call my sister and I'm like, listen, dude, I can't taste. Miguel starts tearing up. Like, I start tearing up and I'm like, dude, I can't taste. And then she's like, okay, can you smell stuff? Like, I can smell though. But like, I just can't taste. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to eat. Guys, I'm not doing this thing. I'm done. Like, I'm out. Like, I'm done. I'm not doing this thing. I don't want to eat. I don't want to drink. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sleep. And so I'm already dealing with something else health-wise. And now, this whole COVID story comes, and now I can't taste and I can't smell. So I'm just like, what the hell must happen? Why? What for? For the what? For the why? Anywho, yeah, I'm in tears, and I'm just like, you know what? But anyways, we get off the call, and I'm like, you know what? suck it up, girl, just eat so that you can drink meds. Like, that's the only reason why I'm eating. That's the only reason why I'm eating, is literally just so I can drink meds. Then I get a call. My sister got someone to call me, and they just like, listen, dude, you're gonna be all right. And I'm just there. I'm like, I'm concerned about work. Like, I need to be working. I need to be doing certain things. And she's like, listen, all of these things that require you, like, they're still gonna be there, you know. But for now, you need to focus on your health. And in that moment, something clicked in my head, and I'm like, you know what? I can't really be working now, and I'm not gonna work, and I'm not gonna stress about it either. This is still the first week, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna disappear for WhatsApp for the weekend, and I'm gonna breathe. Like, I'm gonna breathe, and I'm gonna focus on me and me alone. Shapere. I take a break from WhatsApp, and I do me, sleep, series, whatnot on the weekend. The next week comes, but also, so the next week comes, still can't taste, can't smell. So eating is not like I'm literally like, I don't even care what I eat, but as long as I can eat, so I can drink medicine. That's literally like the only. Like, at that point, my fridge was crying, my cupboard was crying, but I wasn't phased, because I can't do anything about it. I can't go and shop for it. Well, you can order online, which eventually I did that on Sunday. No, on Saturday, yeah, because I couldn't leave my house. So I was like, you know what? Like, we're not gonna do anything. Like, we're just gonna eat whatever's in the fridge and the cupboard, and whether it makes sense, it doesn't make sense, like, I don't care, because I can't taste and I can't smell, so there's no use. I'm just eating because so I can do my meds, so I can get better. Cool. Right, so that was basically my thingy. But basically, I want to talk about, I guess, the lessons and what I've learned through this. First and foremost, guys, I am so grateful to God. I am so grateful to God. My goodness. And like, I've been saying it to a few people, that it's probably such a cliche that people see me talk about God too much, or, you know, like I talk about God a lot, and like, I say God is my best friend. I said this one thing where I was like, God is like my oxygen, my daily bread, and literally he proved himself again. Because I felt like I was slowly slipping into the dark thing in my life, because I could not do anything. Like, really, I could not work, so my mind was working overtime. Anxiety at some point started peeping in as well, and I felt very lonely. So obviously, yeah, I can't see people. That's fine. That's not, you know, I'm not fazed by that. But people are busy. So that's the other thing that I realized, that I learned, that people are busy. People have lives. People are busy. But you know what the beautiful thing is? God's never busy for you. He's never too busy. He's never too far away. You don't need to wait. You can speak to him immediately, at any time, at any moment, and he's there. And I felt so lonely, because funny enough, I think most of my friends and family is probably gonna find out through this video, if they watch the video, that I had COVID. But hardly, like, it was literally just like my immediate family and one or two friends that knew that I had COVID, but everyone else was like, and reason being, I've gotten to a point where, and this thing taught me something, and like another thing as well, that I've realized the type of person that I am. I want to give, and I want to give, and I want to be there for people, but I don't ever expect people to be there for me, and I'm not gonna ever do that. And it's gonna sound weird or whatnot, but because of my relationship with God, and because of my relationship with God, God has become my best friend. God has become everything. God has carried me through my darkest, loneliest times that I've had, especially this year. And I've realized that it's okay. That's fine. That as long as I make sure that I am filled with God, I am able to give, and I'm able to pour out without expecting anything in return, because I'm filled, and I'm filled with God, which is like everything and all that I ever need, and I want to be there for people. I want to be there for my friends. I want to be there for my family, because I never want people to feel like the loneliness and like the pain or the hurt or whatever that I think I've been through. That's I'm just like, guys, if you need like anything, call me 3 a.m. Call me 3 a.m. Call me when you're at your darkest, your loneliness. Like, let me know. And yeah, so I've realized, you know what? I think I'm at a point where I think I've made peace. I think I've made peace with the kind of person that I am, my relationship with God, and my expectations. You realize that people disappoint, people are busy, people have things they're doing, and that's okay. But you realize that, and in this time again, God proved that God will never leave me nor forsake me. And then the other thing, I think this is the last thing I wanted to also just like share on, is that I'm really grateful for God. Like, I've heard so many people have COVID, and I've heard their symptoms, and I've heard what they've gone through, and as you could tell, I didn't have like huge symptoms. Like it was literally just like your fatigue, my nose was either runny or clogged up, what else, headaches here and there, but nothing with my chest really. So I was like, this is only God. This is only God. Like, I think it was more of a time for me to just stop everything and just switch everything off and just be, And it also, I guess, I've realized every time I go through like the darkest or just really difficult moments in my life, it's like God is just like, come girl, I'm here, come, I'm here. And I just pour, and I'm just like thinking to God, I'm like, you know what, God, this is my time with you, and I go all in really. So yeah, this is I think this is a video more of really like, I'm so grateful to God. My goodness, I'm grateful for my relationship with God. Another thing that I learned was that sometimes God places certain things in your life and certain people in your life, because as much as I felt lonely, my mother was really like, she was constantly like checking up on me. My sister was constantly checking up on me. I had a friend of mine that was also just constantly checking up on me, and it's like they were there and just being like, okay. It's like God was like, I know you feel alone, and I know, but these people still care. And I think it was, I think it was beautiful, I think, and yeah, I think another thing that that I'm also just grateful for, and I realized that God is so faithful. God is never too far. God is never too far. He is always really close by. Anyways, I hope somehow this video blessed someone somewhere. And please make sure that before you leave, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and join the notification gang.